Hi, in today's video, I'm going to be answering questions that I get through emails, Facebook, and Instagram. Before I begin, if you are interested in being a part of this community, please subscribe. Each week I post a new video about homeschooling, some tips, advice, and resources for you and, just hopefully giving you a little bit of encouragement through your homeschooling journey. So hit that subscribe button and let's get started. A question that I get asked often is, if my kids are doing well in school, is it wrong of me to want to pull them out and homeschool them? How will that impact them? That is a completely legitimate question. We are socially conditioned to believe that institutionalized education is the one and only way to do school or to learn. And that's just normal to think that way. It's very common. And I was thinking, my kids were doing great in school too. I pulled my girls from public school and I was a school teacher myself. So I completely get it and I totally understand those feelings that you have, and they're 100% normal. So to answer that question, your kids will be fine. It'll maybe be a little bit funky. We pulled our kids in December. So when winter break came along, my kids didn't go back to school and we started homeschooling in January, the year that we pulled our girls. And so everybody was a little nervous. We were nervous to see old friends out in public and they'd ask us questions. My girls were funny. They didn't want to go out in public during the day of a school day because they didn't want people asking them things. But it's funny now, that's the first thing they'll tell people if we're out in public and someone says, "Oh, are you enjoying your winter break or your spring break?" And they'll say, "Oh, we're homeschooled." And they don't care anymore. They don't care what time of day we go out. So that beginning transition will be a little bit funky. It'll be different. And then eventually, homeschooling is just going to be normal. It's just going to be what your family does. And the kids will keep in touch with the friends that they felt closest to in school. And then they're going to make lots of new friends in your new homeschooling community or throughout different activities that you do with your kids, like dancing, music, acting classes, anything that you do. There are people and your kids will have new friends. And another question that I get asked is, how will my child develop independence? If they're spending so much time with me, how are they going to be able to be independent from me? When I drop them off at school, they're not with me all day and they're independent. So as far as I'm concerned, their independence at school is not exactly the independence that I'm interested in my kids experiencing anyway. And to answer that, yes, your children will have the opportunity to be independent. It's going to be different. It's not going to be, in a classroom surrounded by other kids doing, teacher-led activities. It's going to be real life opportunities, out in the real world with a friend of the family or grandma and grandpa or dance classes or music classes. And then you also have opportunities like co-ops where the kids go and they take classes that they've selected and they spend the day doing things that they're interested in. And these are all opportunities to be independent. So it looks different, but they're all opportunities and they're all very good opportunities, and you're not going to miss out on that if you homeschool your kids. The last question that I'm going to answer is, I love my kids, but how do I get time away from them if I homeschool and we're all together 24 hours a day? Completely valid question. But also, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised when your kids are home for, a couple of months. They'll start really getting interested in things that they want to do by themselves anyway. So they're not even going to need your help with stuff. They become a lot less needy and more independent the more that they have the opportunity to explore and create and do the things that they're interested in, all on their own, without anybody telling them what they have to do. And you'll end up having lots of free time. For example, right now, my kids are nowhere to be seen, but they're here at my house doing their own thing, happy as clams. I make it a point to take daily walks. I take a walk, even if it's only for 20 minutes, I take a walk by myself. I also get up earlier than my kids, and then I let them sleep a little bit longer in the morning. So I get that time in the morning. And because sometimes they stay up late with us and I go to bed when they go to bed. Throughout the day, I have different times of the day where maybe for 30 minutes, everybody goes to their own bedrooms and they do what they want. And so that gives me that time to do what I want to do during that time. We also have that independent reading time that I talked about in one of my other videos, some of the language arts videos that I have. I'll put those in the links. We do a lot of reading, so I have that time too, where we're independently reading and I don't have to talk to anyone. I also take baths. I like to close myself in the bathroom and get in the tub and just lay there for a half hour. So I hope this video helped. If you're happy with the information that I'm giving you, hit the like button. That lets YouTube know that I have information to share and that the subscribers like it, the people who are searching for it are interested, and it also helps me know what kind of material to produce so that I can share the information that you want to see. If there's any questions, put them in the comments below or email me at kylie1021@yahoo.com. I will be happy to get back to you that way. Again, thanks for watching. See you next week, right here.